Happy time zone, Titty Bird, even the Raven, and welcome back to Elden Ring Catch Flame Only. I almost said Elden Flame. Okay. Today we are going to be going through Caria Manor. I have no idea if we're going to be beating it, but we can try.
I am an old soul.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm if you come, I am after Toten. Race territory. When the rail after Levicarians, I conjure that is why, unless you wish.
Let's.
Perhaps at any rate, I've something else. I've of the enchant, whatever you.
None of this is actually helpful to me right now, but the Sombers might actually be helpful later. So, seeing as how it's a projection of Loretta that is the enchanted snare, I have to wonder if Loretta herself placed the snare, for one thing, and for another, if she didn't, did they at least get her consent to use her likeness? I'm mostly just going to run through this place because I think it's mostly smithing 1s and 2s. More often than not, you're better off just running through an area in this game. Clearing it out doesn't do much. Okay, Somber 3. Goodbye. Slight flaw with my strategy. Well, I am probably gonna wind up dead here, but whatever. How did I not die? Genuinely, how did I not die? Okay. So it is technically possible to run through Caria Manor, and actually relatively easy to run through Caria Manor without actually attacking anything. Good to know, good to know. I'll be taking that. Ooh, needed the 4, needed the 4. I'm pretty sure downstairs is just the musings of a ghost. Caria Manor is actually a really short area. Yeah. Chase me all the like. You haven't landed a hit yet. Loretta's landed more hits than you. Any of you. Actually, no. I think one of the Albinoric servants did land a hit. But still. Oh dear. Sorry, I'll be on my way now, doggy. Alright. There's gonna be a slight bias towards health because I've noticed that I haven't really had much of a fallout with my fall off with my damage yet. However, at the same time, I do still worry about damage fall off. Especially with a boss that I have to pretty much have to fight in water. Okay. Unpleasant, but here we are. Ah! Well, that's unpleasant. Nice try. I don't want to have to fight you more than a couple times. Oh dear. Mussy! Hello! How are you today? Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Thank you for the streak. Ouch. Oh dear. Okay, so as long as I'm a little more careful, I should actually be fine next time. damn it! Roll catch. Oh, glad to hear you're doing well, Mossy. Alright, so I just need to be a little more careful in phase 1, and I should be fine. What do you mean that didn't land? Okay. Oh dear. Whoa, okay. I should be a little more careful. This is doable, I just actually need to pay attention and show some caution. Come on. Oh dear. Oh, Negan, hello, how you doing? What? Are you joking? Ow. I'll read that in a minute. I don't know what just showed up, but I'll read that in a minute. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go! Okay. That was a little nerve-wracking. Oh, 5-stream streak. Thank you very much, Negan. Yeah, sorry, I had to log in. $2,384, so maybe about 3,000? What key? Oh, okay, okay. Took me a second. It took me a second. Alright, get this up to 25, and then I definitely need to get Vigor up to 30. Because the amount of damage she was doing to me was with Crimson Amber. Defense is situational. Health is constant. Anyway... getting Ronnie's quest... opens up a bunch. I can kind of just ignore Salivus this time, actually, because I can't do magic damage. But since I'm here anyway, I may as well go into his basement. There we go. And now I just have to... well, I can ignore Adula, but I feel better about driving her off. Okay, I actually do a decent amount of damage. Why are you so weak to fire, actually? There we go. And with that... sorry, doggo. But you're not gonna go let me see Ronnie. And I would actually like access to Radon. Because Radon is one of only 3 shard bearers I can do at the moment. My only available shard bearers... technically, I could rush Rykard. Technically. Why did I do that? Oh well.
Oh, I believe it pleases but Tane. I have no reason in intriguing. Wilt thou? I am the wit that I might want. Well, I see. Thou art a. But I require. I anticipate. Good. There is. I would have. I have called. Ah. Heed not. There. I am sure. thou needst. It hath been a...
There we go. Down the stairs. This gets me access to Radon and later to Moonlight Altar, which Moonlight Altar will be handy because it has a few different upgrade materials just scattered about.
Again, Akarian mantle, I will. My Apollo, never I for who forgive, let us give together.
There we go. Further down. You.
Blythe, glad to have you well. I'm still in Limgrave, the eternal city of... I'm planning to go see if I can...
Thank you, Blythe. And now for the bitch. Sell a bitch.
I don't know what sense I ask. I reside in...
You can fuck right off, sell a bitch. I'm not doing your quest this time. Considering I am thinking about doing Dung Eater's ending, I should probably go meet Boggart. Why did I do that? But at the very least... Mossy, hello! You said you were doing good? And thank you for the 3-stream streak. Ah! We are still kind of in the prep stages of this run, honestly. Yep. Insurance is annoying like that. Hello, Patches.
Oh, well. It's been a long while. It's me, Patches the Untethered. I'm still in business, if you can believe it. Now I'm my only supplier, so I haven't got much. But everything here is top-notch. Patches Emporium. Now, by the way, have you met that girl, Raya? She's a strange one, but I believe she was in need of help. Not that it's any of my business, but if she rings your bell, why not lend her an ear?
Dentist appointment. Oof. I hope that goes well.
You're making your way to the herb tree, no? Well, I heard something that might help.
Oh, nice! Ancient Basin. Have you gotten the double jump?
The clunky contraptions are whirlwinds of sickles and spiked wheels. But long ago, they were endowed with a spell of transposition. And get this, a surviving virgin sits at the bottom of the big water wheel in the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. Its transpositional powers fully intact. So it'll chuck in. Oh yeah, there's a sub from Cheers.
Yes, Monarch Wings. I wasn't sure how much you knew, and if you didn't know, then how much you were okay with spoilers.
Hello.
So I just referred to it as double jump. I won't be able to actually finish Volcano Manor, but I can...
I asked that thug mate only if you've... Oh, what a blessing. The
There we go.
please.
You're on the boss. Okay.
The thug, please.
I still have 1,000 left over, so I can just buy the necklace from Boggart. Although, I'm... Oh, the boss is irritating? Yeah. Yeah, that one is a little annoying.
What are you trying to start? Show me, and I'll consider parting ways. I'm not in love with it. You're a first.
Okay.
All right, things no down your bloody idea. Oh, all right then. I could be.
600.
Oh, all right. Well, but it ain't my fault anyway. Look, she ain't that.
Inventory. Need some lower level runes. Wait, how do you...
Marek. Never met. We've made good mate. I'll be seeing you. Marek. Your tongue. Can you see it then? I can't see it. It's no bloody cruel bloody joke. Maybe something.
How exactly did she chip the tooth? You don't have to answer if that's an invasive question. Alright. Well, we run. Because those things are a little annoying to deal with. You.
Please. Oh yeah, thank you. Could I forget? I seek you a very but a steady heart.
Oh, you don't have to answer this if it's an invasive question, but how did she even chip her tooth at school?
Oh, this land, but the lid instead had the base. It was I do hope.
Alright, so I got the Volcano Manor invitation, correct? Yes. Cool.
Please stop, brave tarnished.
Oh, whoops.
You will only tire by striking this barrier. I see that you have reconsidered. Thank goodness.
I didn't even mean to attack you in the first place. I apologize, Raya. Okay. Pizza crust. Okay, I don't know where exactly you're going to school, but the pizza crust the pizza they served at the school I went to had really, really horrible crust to the point where it was soggy and it fell apart. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, so I can sort of cheese this one. I want to have access to Millicent's quest. Just in case I do go through with the Frenzied Flame, but decide I don't want to go through with the Frenzied Flame. Come on. Her and Stairs don't get along. Fair enough. Oh dear. Shoot, what was the cheese for this one? I know it's something to do with using torrents to reach someplace high near a geyser. Come on. I don't know how exactly I aggroed a clean rot night, but... Oh dear. Come on. There we go. Ah. Come on. I don't remember where, but I know that he can be lured into a, geyser somewhere near here. I think it was over there. I just don't know how to do it without... Oh dear. There we go. Nope. Oh boy. I might have to rest and reset this. Okay. So I can, if I'm on torrent, lure the commander back out here. I just have to be careful about doing that. Come on. Come on. Environmental damage is fair game. And you are actually really annoying for a supposed early game boss. Oh, come on. How did I manage to aggro you? Okay. I pretty much just have to keep running around in circles. I don't like the fact that you're able to buff the Clean Rot Knight, though. Clean Rots are annoying. Okay, that helps, actually. Oh boy. Oh no. Come on. There we go. I might not know the exact cheese, but I can move, just kind of lead this guy in circles if I need to, so. There we go. Sorry that you had to go through that, Torrent. I am genuinely sorry to have put you through that, Torrent. Torrent probably thinks I hate him right now. Okay, I need just one of these for a level. And now I have access to the Millicent quest. I technically had access to it before by way of, well, killing that guy is the first step of it. But this helps. There we go. Celia Backstreets. And then I should probably go get the Dragon's Barrow one. Or map. The reason I'm going to end up needing Millicent's quest isn't even just... Or I can decide whether to betray her or stick with her throughout all of it. But I need Millicent's quest because of the canvas talisman that's locked behind it, which buffs incantations. Which means I need to make it all the way to the Halig tree. Yeah, if you can't get past the side quest, always better to come back later. Would you... could you just not? I am trying to pick flowers. However, with that unlocked... I don't know if it's a simple reload the area issue or if I have to actually go and do other stuff, so I'm gonna go grab the Dragon's Barrow map before I forget. Ah, yep, that's fair, that's fair. If you can't come at something straight on, best to go at it sideways. I'm tempted to grab the scarab, golden scarab. But we'll see. Golden scarab is great for if I need to farm, but it is kind of annoying and out of the way to get to. What spotted me? I aggroed something, though I have no idea what. Alright, I need 4 golden seeds. I know where 1 is. It's the others that I don't. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Have an excellent day, Negan. I'm going to continue running around, doing whatever I can to progress this run. Even though we are still kind of in the setup stages. Okay. So I know where I can get 1 golden seed just right now. And that would be the French folk hero's grave. Progressing Ronnie's quest will also give me some. What am I doing, actually? Hold on. I unlocked a boss fight a while ago that I just never went back and did. The runes might help. Or it'll prove to be incredibly annoying and I'll decide I don't need the runes. Both are possibilities. Hi, Fen. Aw, baby boy. He has flopped down behind me. Okay. Okay. This is definitely doable damage-wise, but I have to be careful not to get cornered. Give it a few more attempts and then go back to Gowrie. I want to actually progress Millicent's quest a bit. Okay, this was a lot closer. Why would they even put the Stake of Marika there? Why? Why? Alright. Probably not a good thing that it's raining, but whatever. Okie dokie. It's easy to forget that the knocks can be annoying. Sorry, you two, but BDSM isn't my thing. That is not enough runes, really, but considering that was a relatively easy boss, I cannot be too picky. Why did you just kick my chair, Fen? Progress this up until the Altus segment. And then after the Altus bit, I'll pivot into Blythe and the Beast. Ancestor Spirit. There we go. Yeah. I have already found Millicent, so no worries.
Well, my flesh, it is a cup. You are to quell.
Here you are.
Never mind. I would rather than some. Would you mind? Well.
And she passes out. Rest, talk to her, and then warp twice. Because this is a...
Not that I could, I'm with the needle, my destiny. It's all thanks to my name is Millicent. I'm considered the needle, my destiny.
There we go. Well, I technically only need to do this once. If I side against Millicent at the end, then Gowry will die naturally. If I side with Millicent, then I have to kill Gowry. Conundrum, that's for sure.
So I decide that I've only perhaps. Well, I must focus. I must. Well, I must focus. I must.
Okay. Seriously, what do I want to do here? I guess we'll see what I decide in Lanedale.
Forgiving and stare. You've been as thing at the lost.
Okay.
Oh, indeed. It seems them, however, no. As I've is to be.
Alright, where? So I'm heading down here. I don't think I want to be at Worshipper's Woods. I think Worshipper's Woods is a little far. And standard ancestor spirit. There's a very real chance that I decide that the ancestor spirits are too much of a hassle to go after. The normal ancestor spirit is essentially going to be my test run in that regard, because the big one has healing mechanics.
Apologies, I can see Bill tried all the gear. Perhaps it's to recall that. Let's give him I jest. Besides, leave this place if either of us learn. Leave this if either of us learns anything we tell them.
Go over here to get this stuff. Okay. That was almost quite bad. Okay. Oh, and yet you don't attack Blythe. I see, I see. I mean, thank you for not attacking Blythe. But still, why attack Blythe? This... The other Hallowhorgan Grounds has the tougher ancestor spirit. Which these guys are tanky on a good day. Or well, these guys are tanky no matter what, but that other one is annoying due to its healing ability. Ow. Okay. Clearly I need to be a little more careful if I want to deal any damage. That's embarrassing. I would say oh dear, but I'm pretty sure this is a moose. Antelope? Where did you go? There you are. Okay, the damage isn't bad. We're just gonna back off there. I can't even say that was a bad trade. Because again, you're not the one with healing. Nope, we want that to go away. Really? Ah, dang it. Okay, so this is a little annoying, but still more than doable. Nah, I don't think we will. Okay. Dude, can you stay still for like 1 second? Really? Oh, feed! Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I was losing to a moose. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. You only saw the win? Fair enough. I did technically lose once to the moose because I got very greedy. 5,000, 2,000. Let's use that. Yeah, I think I do need the 5,000. For another level. I am 300 off, almost exactly. Oh. Oh, that is annoying. Okay, I am pretty much...
Well, after years by going only blithes, to be honest. After years by going only
Okay.
to be honest. Lie, Rannies, but they would always have Lady lies, and that none of us promised to look the man. I take it you've heard. Well, after years by going under only blithes, to be honest.
Alright, looks like I have to talk to Celobitch. Let it be known that I am not happy about this. I have absolutely no reason to do his quest. So I was hoping I could just avoid talking to him, but it's either I talk to him now, or I risk dealing with a rather annoying boss to get where I'm trying to go. I'm just trying to unlock Starscourge Radon. I don't even necessarily have to win, I just need to unlock the fight.
Did you not realize? Perhaps I'd like you to find even you. Good. Now I shall.
Yeah.
I'm the only thing are we and I have enough. Well, the task was not to only. Well, now's as good. There's a glintstone soul. She owes me. I'll write you a letter. I've no time. The only thing I will hear from you.
Alright. Now we go back down here because I did unlock this earlier. I have done my usual dashing all over the place like a deranged ping pong ball thing. So I've actually got quite a bit.
I dare say you're well, but one must. I was ex as a revive you still. Very well, but I refuse to anticipate. Well, Solidus, but find the stars long ago. Now here, if and so too.
There we go. So now we go back to Blythe. I apologize if any of this looks even remotely ridiculous. Feed. I'm kind of just zooming because I know exactly where I have to go. I imagine from the perspective of someone who doesn't know anything about this.
So Rani's reminds me. There's a festival. It's a festival. Maybe it's just. I'll be on my way.
There we go. Alright, we're gonna torrent. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh dear. Well, there's not really much to be spoiled on this specifically, because the Radon fight is essentially as straightforward as it gets. That is the wrong direction. This way. Road! But I think I might be going the wrong road. Shoot. I should have put a pin on the map. Aha! There we go. That's where I wanted to go. Ah! Yep. Bird. Just Caelid being Caelid. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get most of the stuff that's in Redmane Castle yet. Because Redmane Castle is actually blocked off for the Radon Festival. The stuff down there is normal, and I can venture anywhere that doesn't require a door. But they went out of their way to have two separate states of being for the castle. Which means there's no, or well, almost no enemies in this state. However, because they've also locked all of the doors. So despite being able to be in here running around, you can't exactly do much. Because most of the loot in this place is locked behind doors. I have no illusions about actually beating Radon just yet. Nope. If I can get you two to hurt each other, that'd be great, actually. Because I don't think you respawn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you two don't respawn, so that will be helpful for later. I can check. Honestly, my biggest problem with the idea of fighting Radon now is his resistance to fire versus my lack of a damage output. He also has monstrous health for the early game, simply due to the fact that he's meant to be fought with NPCs and I'm not allowed to use NPCs. There's a very real chance that Radon winds up taking me a long time, and I will have to... Well, I will probably end up having to leave and come back later. Yeah, those don't respawn. Nice. But... having access to this place gets me a couple things.
The plays are all made up. Let's give them a shot.
Well, first of all, it gets me access to Radon.
Indeed, I buy the bar. Well, to think.
Yeah.
Be sure to get a good eye.
I think it also gets... I can't remember if this is a 5 or 6 that's around here. Somber 5. Ah. I was hoping it was standard. Oh well. And I don't think there's anything over this side. No. Alright, Jaren. I don't like the fact that it's raining, but let's hope that that lets up.
Before we begin. But now, we must make merry.
O gathering of champions! The revels begin! The
That opens this, which I can't remember if there's any loot in here. I do know that as soon as I talk to Jaren after the festival, however, this entire place goes on lockdown again, and I can't access it until after I beat the gank. Smithing 6, okay. That is actually huge. I still need more 5s before I can even start to worry about 6s, but the 6 is definitely one I need. I'm pretty sure it is standard 6 and somber 7 that are the most difficult to get. I could be completely wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Alright, Radon. Oh dear. Okay, this might actually be doable. It might be doable, but I think I want more health first. Okay. I'll be coming back later for that. I wasn't... It might be doable, but I want more health. That definitely looks doable as long as I don't miss too many hits. Actually, let's go check out Magma Worm Makar. Pretty sure Makar is going to be a problem. Like, I'm fairly certain that Makar is flat out impossible with this build. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay. I'm not even gonna bother waiting for him to kill me. That's just not happening. Nice to know that I was, in fact, correct about that. Let's go here, because I do want the tier for dealing with Moog. Plus, this is how I'm going to access Altus. Access to Altus will get me another... Just straight up, it will get me another flask. Because I can think of 4, like, right off the bat. There's another seed back here. I might be able to go past the, Okay, so there's 4 flasks left for me to get in the game. Once I get into Altus, just approaching Lanedale will get me what I need, for the most part. I forgot to talk to Yura. Hold up. I mean, it's not technically necessary. But at the same time... Like, even if it's not technically necessary, I want the loot. Can't believe I forgot to talk to Yura. Yeah, normally I would actually tackle Agil, but I don't think Agil is possible right now. I mean, maybe. It depends on how much dragon, what am I doing? It depends on how much, damage negation for fire Agil has. That is certainly a situational thing. Why are you kicking my chair, Fen? I love him. Love him so much. Technically speaking, I can't be upset about any lack of progress. Ow. I don't know why I'm getting latency here, of all places. Like, seriously, why was I getting that?
Oh, that bloody thing. Here's a token.
Thank you. Ooh, thank you.
I'm dying. Yes, she is the dot in spot. If she comes for you, there is no shit beyond your harm swing.
Okay. I definitely want... Actually, let's get rid of that for now. I definitely want 30 vigor before I tackle Radon. Because while I can take one hit, I'd like to be able to take two. My damage is also looking fine, but if I wind up using too much... It is entirely possible that I end up using too much magic because of weird hitbox shenanigans, so I might want a little more mind as well. And... possibly... more endurance. We'll see on that last one, though. Right, Somber 3, okay. Okay, I thought I was dead before that last hit, but that works too. That certainly works too. I'm trying to progress to the point where I have a few different things I can do. Oh, no. That was an angle. That was certainly an angle. Was not quite expecting... Okay. I'm just gonna run through this. Okay. Ha! There's actually so much in this game that can just be run past if you're not worried about losing stuff. I think there's actually a smithing stone I missed back here, but it would be past the Lord. Okay. So I'll have to make my way back up that way. The cattail talisman that I can get from here is worthless, essentially, unless you know exactly what you're doing. Which I guess makes it situational rather than worthless, but still. Ooh, smithing 5 needed. Not yet. I'll worry about that at another point, but I want the smithing stone. I can't remember what kind it is from up here. At least I believe it's a smithing stone. And honestly, probably the Carian Knight set. Or Cuckoo set. One of the two. It's around here. On one of these graves, if I remember correctly. And I think it has pretty high magic defense, which would be pretty damn helpful against a certain magic-wielding boss that I will have to be fighting, or that I will be fighting soon. Oh, that was the wrong one. There was a gravestone along this waterfall somewhere. Or water wheel. It was probably up one. Whee! It's probably over there, and I just completely went off the wrong path. Because it is actually possible to survive this. One, two, three, four. Uh-oh. There we go, Carian Knight. I couldn't remember if this was the one that dropped or if we needed... Oh boy, okay, so I need to actually... Ah, that's not good. I wouldn't happen to have anything in the way of... soft cotton, would I? I do. Oh dear. Okay. Unfortunately, that doesn't help if I get spotted. That said, I just want that, and then I'm essentially done down here. I could technically go get more stuff, but this is the last thing I actually care about. Can I? There we go, Somber 3. Damn. Okay. Ow. That's fine. And it is legitimately fine. I just need to get to the bottom of the water wheel. I couldn't remember what kind of smithing stone the one there was. But I could have missed it. The Karian Knight set has, I'm pretty sure, a decent all-around stats, actually. Slightly lower poise, but has better stats regarding every single non-physical damage type than the Royal Remains set does. Whee! Oh hey, that's actually some pretty good RNG. Usually it comes at me with the saws a few times first. What? Oh. I have to die to that. Okay. Well, that puts me here. I think if I make a jump over here, I can actually get to Volcano Manor proper, but... I mean, I've got literally nothing to lose, so... I almost made that, too. I actually almost made that. Is it possible? To just skip the virgins altogether. It doesn't sound like it should be, but it might be. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that, though, because if it is possible, I wouldn't know how. Okay. Nothing over here. And actually, am I playing online or offline? I don't know. I don't think I'm playing online. I normally just run through this place. I didn't even realize that there was a grace I could rest at within the Volcano Manor area itself until, like, my third playthrough. I know that down there isn't exactly good lava. I'd say as if there's such a thing as good lava. Huh. I actually... There's some sections of this that look like I should be able to reach the rest of the manor from them. Oh dear. Well, nice to know I wasn't the only dum-dum that time. Oh, hey Doppel, how you doing? Okay, seriously, that looks jumpable. Why? Like, it really does look heck of a way to join the stream. Fair enough, fair enough. How you doing? I'm honestly just goofing off right now. Working and listening. Fair enough, fair enough. Ah! Fair enough. Thank you for the lurk. Whee! Okay then. Not gonna pretend to know how that works. Down here. Cross over. Boing. Put your back into it. And then down here we are. Sorry, Albinorix. Alright, and now if I need to, I can leave. The easier way in... Oh, thank you for the redeem! The easier way into Altus is... honestly, the lift. But with the lift, you don't get runes. Or the loot that's over here. Oh dear. Alright, that's the boss. I don't think I can do anything with this area. Bright side, because I rested at that grace, I can fast travel out of here if I need to. I'm not exactly locked into this. Oh my! Though I do clearly need to be a little more careful. I very clearly need to be more careful. Oh, smithing 6. Nice to have. There we go. Back over here and down. Did the moss regrow? The moss regrew. I will gladly take this moss. And now to hopefully be more careful. Oh my. No, 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 no. Oh my. Okay, so that was unpleasant. I'm dead. Okay, this is doable as long as I remember not to attack them when they have, or when they're going for a grab. This is very important. Very, very important. That was the wrong direction. Shit. Uh-oh. Yep. I'll see what clip you made later. Sorry about that. Ow. I got greedy again. Alright, we're going to alter our flasks a bit because I can't guarantee that I'm gonna... or not gonna get hit on the way there. I'm not good enough at this game's parkour for that. I say as I do it flawlessly. Alright. Way to make myself a liar. Regardless, having an extra heal on hand is good. Is a good thing. Oh no! I didn't see the grab. If I keep doing stupid shit like that, it is very possible that I wind up spending the rest of today's stream on this. Yep, okay. Ah, boy. my! Nope, no, 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 shit! Ugh. I should have greed healed. These two are annoying, honestly. But I'm fairly certain that it's going to be a case of I get one down and the other is going to be an absolute cinch. Oh dear. Really? Okay. That was honestly one of my better attempts. As embarrassing as that is to admit. Why are these two taking... oh dear. More attempts than Loretta? Like, actually, why are these two taking more attempts than freaking Loretta? The duo bosses in this game suck. Oh my. And why does these... okay, so I get caught by the grab, I'm just dead. But why do these two... okay, how much do I need for a level? 14k. Can I... 4k? That's 10.6k. That alone is 8k, actually. Hold up. I'm aware that using all of this for one level is probably stupid, but it's not like I have anything else to use them on right now. Honestly, you two should be good enough. What do you mean that? Oh well. Off through here. Come on. There we go. Embarrassing. I was hitting square. I was hitting heal. I absolutely hate duo bosses in this game. FromSoft did not cook with them. With other gank fights in the series, with the exception of a couple in Dark Souls 2's DLCs, you had methods of isolating them. Maybe they forgot to turn on the oven. Possibly. Hello, Georges. How you doing? Oh dear. What? Oh dear, oh dear. It's not a matter of the grab, honestly. The grab, honestly, is just me being greedy. I hope things get better, Georges. I'm doing... well, I'm annoyed, but I'm doing normally. Thank you for asking. The problem with duo bosses in this game is that they aren't coded to actually work together. Think about the gargoyles in Dark Souls 1. You had one gargoyle that was actually fighting you, and then the other that was staying behind, and it was it was covering for the other's blind spots, but it was also more passive. Yeah, duo bosses in this game do not work like that. Like, you just outright get ganked. Like that. I hit... Add that on top of the fact that these two just move insanely quickly and can literally hit you from the other side of the arena. And you have something that is genuinely unfun. I could... Technically speaking, I am doing this to myself. There is another way into Altus. But... yeah, spite. Like that. There was absolutely nothing I could have done there. Because that grab with my current health pool is an insta-kill. I'm gonna give this a couple more attempts and then go somewhere else because I really don't want this to be just a shitty boss. It's not even a main story shitty boss. This one's optional. It doesn't even drop anything good. Yeah, we're gonna just do this. Nope. Nice try. What? I should have been safe. I should have been safe. They'd already done the grab. That grab is an insta-kill, so part of it is literally I have too little health to survive. Like, Elden Ring is a good game, but it has its problems. Some of this crap is just so overtuned, it's ridiculous. I'm not even joking when I say that in order to survive one hit in the late game, you need 50 vigor. Whoa, what the? We're just not gonna go anywhere near that clusterfuck. Okay, I'm done with this boss for now. Oh, wait. Are you joking? Yeah, I'm done with this boss for now. Alright, in order to survive the grab, you need 22 vigor. That's just to survive. And if you get hit out of it, you're fucked. I think it's Fort Ferros that I want. Yeah, duo bosses in this game specifically fucking suck. And that's normally. It's even worse when you're on a challenge run. Like, I adore this game. I love Souls in general, but, I can admit that FromSoft has their faults. There we go, that's the full Dectus. I cannot for the life of me remember which one of these I gotta go. If you can criticize a game you love, then you're not a real fan. No, that just means that I'm a critical individual. Don't think there's anything really of note here. If you can't, okay. Why? Oh boy. Yeah, I actually turned autocorrect off on my own phone because it was starting to annoy me so much that kept happening. Anyway, with that is both halves of the Dectus medallion, which means I don't have to fuck with those abductors. I can just go right past them. It certainly pays. I will give this game credit in that in a lot of the cases, there aren't really walls. There's only like 3 spots you can get bottlenecked. In which case, uh-oh. But for the most part, if something's really angering you, you can just go somewhere else. I've never actually entered from this path. I have never actually entered Altus from this, from the lift. I've always gone either the abductors or Magma Worm Makar. Typically Magma Worm, if I'm being honest. Because Magma Worm, just in general, gets you more stuff. Because you get runes from that. You're gonna have to be a little more specific than that. What do you... Georges, you're going to have to be a little more specific. If I were a super villain, what is my arc? Oh boy. That is actually a really good question. If I were a supervillain, what would my arc be? Honestly, I'd be one of those was pushed too far types. I have a wicked temper. Though it might not seem like it. You doubt that I have a wicked temper? Yeah, my temper is something fierce. Any temper, let alone a wicked one? Sheesh! Well, I'm not diagnosed with anything, but I do have this weird thing where... Bring the receipts! I either feel too much or not at all. Okay, so there's a couple different spots that she can show up, so I'm checking this one first. And when I feel too much, it is all-encompassing. No, I mean like emotions in general. I either feel them or I don't. Or like I either feel them and they are all-encompassing, or I don't feel them. So I've gotten pretty good at this little thing called self-control. You're either angry or don't care. That's fair. Hold up, where's Millicent? There, I passed Millicent. Okay.
In truth, the Scarlet as such, though rather...
No, if I were to become a supervillain...
I should like to... I think she's in the lands. Now she's passed...
If I were to become a supervillain, it would be because something triggered my temper. and I just couldn't take it. Like, to the point where I no longer had my self-control. If I were to be a supervillain, would I try to rule? Or... oh dear. Or blow the whole motherfucker up. Really? I would definitely be more of the burn it all down type. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I would definitely be more of the burn it all down type. I know. Because I believe I've mentioned... yep. These things are a little annoying, honestly. But at the same time, I've fought a bunch of them. Oh dear. Ah, crap. Where'd you go? Hang on, hang on. Let me finish this fight before we continue on with evil machinations. There you are. I don't normally get to this point. Or, well, you don't normally get to this point. And Deathroot. Ah! Well, to be fair, that's an undead boatman. It is literally a ghost. Alright, let's go back down here. You reject this logic? Fire, subterfuge, overthrows. Honestly? Poison. Even right now, I have a pretty big fascination with poisons and stuff. I've never actually done it, but I have considered putting mercury in people's vents before. Or, well, I say considered, but when I say considered, I mean thought about. Hey, I did say that I've never done it. It is a thought that has crossed my mind. And obviously it is more intrusive than anything. So yeah, supervillain Avon is probably behind a lot of poisonings. You know, I should actually do a supervillain run of one of these games one of these days. Just embrace my dark side. Alright, so fun fact on that one, I actually... Oh, come on, we all get intrusive thoughts. Fun fact, actually, I have started a Dark Urge playthrough off stream.
Do you ever? I would. Well, I don't have. I am your. Oh, please do. Bock ready to make.
Wait, what? Ah, you did a Dark Urge run just so that you could kill Shadowheart. Damn!
Oh, please do.
Damn! What? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I'll have to check out the clips you lot have made later.
Ready to make. Oh, please.
You're gonna get banned for clipping it, it'll be worth it. I'll unban you if that happens, honestly. I have Nightbot doing stuff to prevent other bots from coming into the chat. You're on second warning. Back to the Dark Urge thing. I have actually started an off-stream Dark Urge run for Baldur's Gate 3. Mostly because I already know a lot of the plot twists from Dark Urge anyway. And that makes it less interesting as far as reaction goes. I don't want anyone to feel like they got scammed or anything with that when I'm literally going into Dark Urge with a lot of prior knowledge. So what I'm instead going to do is familiarize myself with actually playing through a Dark Urge run. And then I'll go through on either Tactician or Honor mode as Dark Urge. First time. It just makes it more fun to drop the census significantly. What does census mean in this context? My brain is drawing a complete blank. This might actually be a good thing for me to grab, because I don't have the intelligence to use it, but... Fair enough. Ah, yes, canon reason to be a murder hobo. Though, honestly... You can do a lot worse. simply by just letting people live sometimes. There are definitely times where killing someone would be a mercy as opposed to whatever you're doing to them. Elden Ring is full of those such situations, actually. What do you mean, wow, I thought about this? Okay, thoughts are not the same as actions, okay? Everybody has dark thoughts, but as long as you don't actually do something with them, it's fine. Oh dear. Where'd you go? We're just gonna do this. Oh dear. There we go. You've been debating between two different builds for Baldur's Gate 3. I'm right about what? Regarding the thoughts thing? Devotion Paladin / Wild Magic Sorcerer. Okay, if you do that, you kind of have to go through an Oathbreaker arc. It's like the law. Like that is like just a rule. And then, or Archfey Warlock / Glamour Bard. Yeah, okay. That second one? No Oathbreaker makes it... Fair enough, fair enough. That second one with the Extravagant Murderer would work even better if you went out of your way to romance Astarion. Just a pair of flamboyant murder hobos. Oh dear. I will read that once I get the grace. Fair enough. I stumbled mostly blindly, or well, semi-blindly into a Astarion romance my first playthrough. Managed to get one of your players in D&D to break his oath as a paladin on his one-on-one game. Oh no! Fair enough. Okay, so hang on. That is 13. Or sorry, no, 12. So I have 2 more flasks upgrades in the game. Not bad. That's actually really not bad. Let's go get Millicent's arm. Do, 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 do. That I am lucky I didn't hit anything. I should probably head back to Karia Manor after this. Actually, I feel like this has some... Hang on, I feel like this has smithing stones. Seals. I need 27 faith to even consider that. 118. I don't want to upgrade 3 standard seals. I'd like to upgrade mostly somber, honestly. Smithing Stone 5. Yep, I am in the right place. Nice to know that my instincts are still relatively on point. But, okay, so if you're back from ads, Double, how did you manage to get your, Paladin player to break oath immediately? Like, I'm curious now, how did you do that? Well, that happened. Oh dear. Ah! No. Ah! Retreat! Really? At will? Oof. That sounds diabolical. Actually. And I'm the villain here? Ah. Well, to be fair, sometimes a small room is better for casting Fireball. I think I have to drop down. Yeah. I mean, there's a ladder, but where's the fun in that? Oh dear. Can I, please? Okay. One of your kids' friends said fireball, and I asked if it's sure if it's still fireball. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't matter. Sometimes it legitimately does not matter. Okay, so... If I could get that guy alone, it would be nice. A distillery? Oh. So that was a TPK. That was pretty much certainly a TPK. Alright, let's go back over here. Because I actually have almost enough for a level. Hi. How many NPCs were harmed in that? $1,400. None, the spell didn't go off. Alright then. Wait, how did you manage to stop a fireball? Or did the players themselves stop a fireball? Nat 1. Oh, that... The amount of luck required for that. One of the few times you will genuinely thank a Nat 1. I'm sure she was mad at initially, yeah, but please tell me she at least understood that, had that gone off, the entire party would have died. I'm not even caring about my life at this point. Okay, no more smithing stones in here. You know what? Fair. How did she respond to that one? Oh, was that a saving throw? Okay, this is a very dangerous arena. I might die here. gosh. Why would you tell a dragon that your name is Lunch? Come up with something a little more realistic, at least. Her name is... She actually named her character Lunch. Okay. That is entirely on her, then. Hey. Oh my gosh. Please tell me the next character was named Lunchables. Or better yet, Dinner.
I took you no matter. Lay out your arm.
Strengthen. Oh hey, I had 2 6s. Nice. That'll help. I just need to get to... mountaintops, honestly. If I can get to mountaintops, I can get... some really handy items. A dragonborn thief named Lunch. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I admire the roleplay there. Yeah. Yeah, I have to hand it to her for the roleplay on that one. Did she get mad and stop wanting to play? Because I know that losing a character you put a lot of effort into can be really upsetting. I just want loot. I'll come back for the actual stuff within the Shaded Castle later, but for now... Oh, actually, wait. No, I should get rid of you. Ow. Fucking ant spur. There we go. I forget if there's actual loot over here, if it's just... There we go. There is loot. And it's a 5. Nice. I need 6s, honestly. I shouldn't be a thief, but I want to steal gremlin energy and mad that won a fireball. What? I apologize. My brain isn't braining. Made, okay. What's a firebulg? Disclaimer here, I am a lot more familiar with Pathfinder than I am D&D. The extent of my D&D knowledge comes from watching breakdowns of certain niche mechanics and playing Baldur's Gate. Which is not a very wide range of knowledge. Okay, 7 or 8 foot elf thing. That. Alright. Alright, I see the vision. Am I going to be smited if I admit that I have never played World of Warcraft and do not intend to? You envy me? Alright then. Well... I just honestly want a bit more so that I can put another point into vigor. Okay, that's fair. Not everybody wants to be the one creating their own characters. Some people prefer to have predetermined stuff they can roleplay as. Yeah, that's enough. She created the character, she just had to print the minifigure. Fair enough. We have enough old Legos and stuff around the house that if it comes down to it, my sister and I can just use one of those. Alright, that went uniquely horribly. Sorry, Incinedorf. Oh. Almost created a mutiny. Oh no. The almost is the most intriguing portion of that statement. Collect. Ooh, a 4. Letter required. Here we go. Hey, let me up! I'll need to come back here, or well, not need to, but I'll want to come back here later. I actually don't care if I die here because I have actually no runes, but... I'd like to at least get this. There we go. Hey! That's actually not bad damage against clean rot. That is actually really not bad for a clean rot. Clean rots are not exactly tanky, but they are annoying. Actually, wait, where? Let's go deliver this to Millicent and then take Raya. Well, take Raya's teleport thing to Volcano Manor.
Now she's passed. Are you giving me? I think I am in your. I think it might be possible.
Okay.
If it might
You essentially gave them a starting gift.
be perhaps then.
And what did some... Please tell me no one chose the deck of many things. Or aught similar. A bag of holding. Ooh, okay. Hang on, did you put a bagman in it? I can't remember if that's just a goofy homebrew thing or if bagmen actually exist within the lore, but I've heard of bagmen. Okay, I still don't see Raya. Where did you go? Okay, this is weird. Zarias is supposed to show up... There she is.
I knew you. I hereby take my hand. Give me your. I will.
And that will put me at Volcano Manor. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine.
I am Tanrias, a warrior. Perhaps you will. You join? Why accept? Rise with us. Interesting. Now you build the drawing room, but be sure to earn.
Yeah, I imagine that would be pretty broken. I'm not actually going to be going after Rykard. Oh, what does the Luck Blade do? And how did you remove it from their possession? Or did you just let them keep it? There's a bunch of stuff around. Volcano Manor that I could collect. Ow. Bloody hyper armor. Okay. Okay, that... yeah. Why am I... I'm not, in fact, a Ninja Turtle. I can go to the round table hold and prove it in a second here. I just wanted to grab that thing from Giza's room. But the turtle shell increases my stamina regeneration. Might not sound like much, but it's actually a big deal. Because Da, 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 da. You need stamina regeneration in this game, and because with challenge, and I need a lot of it considering the kind of challenge runs I do. So the turtle shell stays as part of my build no matter what, essentially. For the simple reason of if I didn't have the turtle shell, I'd have to sacrifice a talisman slot. You debated dropping a... Oh my gosh! Again, and I'm the villain? Flippin' Tarask? I don't know exactly what they do, but I know how afraid the D&D community is of those things. Oh, wait, I said that I would prove that I am not... a turtle. 700 HP, okay. That's not as bad as it sounds, really. But here we go. This is the character that I have made. Tarasks have a challenge rating of 30. They started at level 4, oh my. Oh my, oh me. Yep, I remember that. The max level is... I remember that the max level is 20. Which might not sound like much, but 20 in tabletop rules is essentially a world-altering demigod. Hence the general fear. Okay, also reflects magic. Back to the supervillain thing from earlier, is it possible to get him to drink poison? Because that's a pretty easy way to destroy most things from the inside. Hang on, my dog's whimpering. If it fails a saving throw, it can choose to succeed anyway 3 times a day. Well, at that point you just burn through. That sounds like something that can very easily be brute forced, honestly. I can't even use this, what I'm going to go grab yet, but I'm going to grab it anyway. Oh hey, I forgot there was a tree here. There's a few bosses on Mount Gelmir that I can't really deal with properly yet. But having access to them for later will be helpful. I definitely can't deal with the magma worm, so I might be stuck at Alexander's quest. Or, well, Alexander's quest might be stuck. Plus 19 or something absurd to hit. Okay. This is going to sound absolutely stupid, but is it possible to, say, get the Tarask with a mimic? Okay. $166 damage in a round. Considering the fact that the Tarask can evidently, or well, at least according to you, reflect magic, the casters wouldn't be that helpful anyway. Now that is interesting. It doesn't have any ranged attacks. So theoretically, you could trick it with maybe some illusions into falling down into a very, very, very deep hole and then just bury it alive. Oh, 180-ish. Okay. For their health. Ah, damn, I am gonna have to... I am walled at Alexander's quest. That's bad, but oh well. That doesn't actually matter. To get rid of it, you almost have to use Wish. Okay, I still think that the cliff strategy, as long as it doesn't have wings, because from what I remember of seeing Tarask art, it doesn't have wings, would be really, really nice. Get over here. Bear! Hello! Ah! You know what? I'm not even mad about that. I can just run past. Most will house rule it so it does absolutely absurd shit. Fair enough. To make it less easy to cheese. Okay, I'm sorry. That is kind of... at that point, it sounds like a bad DM. If you have something that is that powerful, just at base, give your players a means to cheese it, unless you're planning... Oh, one sec, BRB, fair enough. Here we go. I don't even actually care about, well, I care about the loot, but not to a terrible degree. That is the wrong button. I mostly just want the grace points right now. The idea is, yeah, the idea is to not fight it. I am aware, but, if you throw something that rough at them, you need to give, like, something that clearly overpowered, you need to give your, players a method of cheese. Or at least a couple methods. Alright, that also sounds a little boring, though. If you're just using it as a glorified roadblock. That really does sound just... so unfortunately boring for something that could be so fun. Why do I still have the boss health bar on my screen? It's a sign that says, if you stop trying to break my narrative. Well, at that point, the Tarrasque has to become part of the campaign, though. Because otherwise... they break it enough without it. It's like the snail that chases you for life, and if it touches you, then you die. It will chase them so they can't stop moving. Yeah, eventually you have to give them a way to deal with it.
Welcome.
Is my thing. Using it as a glorified roadblock.
I'm hungry.
It's just not going to be at level 5. Fair enough, fair enough. That's better then. Having a looming threat in the distance that is chasing them that they can eventually turn around and deal with, that's fine. The way you were saying it, though, it was just... it made it sound like it was just... hey, suddenly there's a Tarrasque that will evaporate into air the instant it is no longer needed. Which, there are other ways to avoid or to shift the narrative so that it's less breakable. You meant it that way at first? Oh boy. Oh dear. See, if you're gonna do... if you are going to do something like a starting gift type thing, have them pick from a select pool. Ow. Okay, 214. That's not a lot of damage. Unhelpful now. I I'm sorry, but that just sounds like it would be common sense. Alright, so technically the Falling Star Beast is doable, but not a now problem. Let's go down here because I know I can tackle an NPC. You're not a polite DM. Fair enough. That's fair. What I heard... things I've heard when looking at DM spaces. Oh dear. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm gonna have to be a little more careful with how I approach you. You gave one of them melophobia? Oh no. Yeah, like, pretty much never put building your character in the hands of the DM. That is always a red flag. What? Where am I? Oh. Okay. Back to what I was saying. A piece of advice that I've heard with the DM stuff is to have a backup for everything. Oh man, your poise is something else. Okay, so I want you to do the... gravity thing. That's fair. Ah. Come on. Alright. I will read that in a minute, Georges. I am just trying to not die. I say and then almost immediately die. Oh dear. That was bad. Go on, do the gravity. Oh dear. Come on. Damn it. Okay. So I have a game plan. Only attack when he does that, but I've got to be careful about how I have to be quick with it. They told me one was a pirate, hence fireball conversation that heard voices. Okay, and klepto that stole useless stuff. Okay. That actually doesn't sound useless, though. You can throw dust in someone's eyes to blind them, for instance. Or use it to cover up a footprint. Come on. Okay, you were hoping she would find a use for the stuff. Fair enough. That's fair. Come on, I just want you to do the gravity thing again. As long as you just do the gravity, this will be over with. I messed up with that one. Oh boy. I might also be able to capitalize on a jump attack, but... yeah, not worth it. This guy's fast. Come on. Do the gravity, please. How many attacks do you have to go through before you'll... Thank you. Like, actually, how many attacks do you have to go through before you do the gravity? Oh dear. Okay, so I can do jump strikes, but I gotta be careful about it. Uh-oh. Nuh-uh, we're getting away from the bush because I can actually see your stuff when you're not in the bush. What? What? Since when? There we go. It's not a ton of runes, but it does get me his armor set, which might be better than the Royal Remains. I can't get into Lanedale yet, so I have to be careful. Yeah, that is a lot better. In just, like, every regard except for weight. Scaled gauntlets are slightly better in terms of fire, but not in any other. And they're slightly lighter. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on that. Still medium load if I do this. And everything goes up. Okay, moment of truth. I go from medium to heavy load if I put on the scaled helm, so I'll just keep the Crimson Hood. That said though, my defenses and damage negation are not bad with this. Alright, I'm gonna go turn this into Tanith. And then go from there.
That is that you will become if you are low, but you must.
Yeah.
I am. This is the way. It is the truth. Now I am.
Okay. With that, let's go spam click through other people's diet. Well, except for Raya. Raya, I actually don't have to. That is for the second one, which I'm not going to do right now. What I am going to do is actually go back to the schoolhouse classroom, and I'll call it there. I went way over what I was actually supposed to be doing today. But hey, it was honestly worth it for this outfit. Armor upgrade with this, definitely worth it. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, you can check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlist, so they're easier to find. If you're interested in... there's also currently a poll out on YouTube for what my next Thursday-Friday game is going to be after Dragon's Dogma 2. All three of them are games I have not played yet, but I have purchased them. So check that out if you're interested. If you're interested in seeing my announcements, I post them to my stories here on Twitch, to YouTube, and currently to Instagram. If you would like to see my clips in an easier fashion, I post them to YouTube, currently to TikTok, and currently, when it lets me, to Instagram. The links to all of that are in the chat now. If you've made it this far and are curious to see where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. Tomorrow, it'll be back to Lords of the Fallen with Karato. Pretty sure that we've just got the Mance and the Empyrean. Or, well, there might be some more after that, but... Anyway, thank you, Georges. We're gonna be continuing that. We're trying to get the Infernal ending now that we've gone through and gotten the Radiant ending. Thursday and Friday, it's back to Dragon's Dogma 2. Wait, what? If anybody gets to... Aw, thank you, Georges. Although, maybe don't phrase it quite like that. I thank you for the protective sentiment, but, that exact phrasing is icky. Substantially more impolitely, oh my gosh. Still icky. But fair enough. What was I saying? Oh, right, Dragon's Dogma 2. I am pretty sure that I'm going to be triggering endgame if I go the route that the game is telling me to, so I'm gonna, at the very least, go check out those claw mark things on the map before heading into endgame. There's a very real chance that I wind up finishing Dragon's Dogma 2 this week. If not this week, then probably next week, unless there's a ton of endgame to get through. And I'll be back to this run and attempting the Red Wolf of Radigan on Monday. One moment. Piku is playing Silent Hill F. I'm gonna have to raid and run, but if you're interested in that, stay tuned. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.